having friends is really difficult at the moment. Finding friends is really difficult at the moment. Being a friend is really difficult at the moment. Like, realistically proven scientifically that we need as humans to be around other humans, or we will fall into that depression. We lose that friend and you find a new friend and you didn't learn anything from the last friendship, so you're doing it all over again. And this is how we don't have friends, ladies. Hello. Sit back, grab your popcorn, grab some tea, girl, because we really gonna get into it. Hey pretties, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah Janae. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, hey girl, hey. As you can see, today we are in my car because I wanted to do a car series of just girl to girl talk. I've always wanted to do this, so I'm really excited that this is the first one. And yeah, it is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving. After this, I plan on making peach cobbler, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me so you can stay up to date with what I'm doing as far as that goes. Talking about friendship or relationships right now, I just feel like as a girl who just entered her 20s, having friends is really difficult at the moment. Finding friends is really difficult at the moment. Being a friend is really difficult at the moment. Like, everything relationship, friendship wise, is just so hard. And I have heard this in the streets, when you become in your 20s, that you're just gonna see them come and go, and you're gonna have friends, you're not gonna have friends, you're gonna experience this, you're gonna experience that. So literally, I have been feeling this overwhelming like cloud of just friendship. Like, it's just so hard. But one of the main things I want to talk about is why I'm struggling with having friends, and this may correlate to you as well. So sit back, grab your popcorn, grab some tea, girl, because we really gonna get into it. So back in high school, I feel like I didn't really get to experience the friendship group that I really wanted. And I think that's just many reasons. Like, honestly, I think the first one is stepping out of my bubble. I think I was really just to myself in school, and I didn't really want to socialize, and that is something I do take for granted. If you are still in school, socialize. Like, those days of seeing the same people every day, being able to talk about the things you guys want to talk about every day, having a literal social interaction every day is something you should not take for granted. I know that, like, it can be overwhelming, and you don't want to talk to the same person every day, and it's just, some days it's going to be like that. But don't take it for granted to where, every day you're sitting in the back of the class, you're not texting the group chat back when they say they want to do this and this. You're sitting at lunch all by yourself because you don't want to associate with anyone. You want to be left alone by your lonely, which is fine. I'm not saying that you can't be left alone, but talking to people and reaching out to people, having a social life is really going to just brighten your light. And I think that's one of the main things I struggled with, because who wants to be with that friend? Who wants to be with the friend that always has something negative to say, as far as, I want to go home, I don't think we should do this, I'm not feeling. No one wants to be around that all the time. So take baby steps. Maybe you can hang out, go to a friend's house. Maybe you can watch a movie. Maybe you can go simply just get something to eat. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just one of the ways I look at it is The Sims. If you play The Sims, you know that The Sims has all of these requirements that they need. They need to be fed, they need to go to the bathroom, they need to sleep, they need to do this. But one of the ones is having a social life, and it's because realistically proven scientifically that we need as humans to be around other humans, or we will fall into that depression. We will fall into being sad all the time and being in this dark, lonely hole that it's gonna be really hard to come out of. So as someone who recently just got out of school, I am asking my students who are watching to please get out more and live your life. Oh, one of the things I really want to touch on when it comes to making friends, being in a friendship group, is who you are in the friendship. Whether it's just you and your best friend, you guys don't go to anyone else, you guys don't talk to anyone else, it's just you two, there's going to be differences definitely between you two. Yes, this best friend is this, and this, has all their problems, has all their pros and cons, and this best friend is this, has all their problems and pros and cons. But it's key to have this aura of yourself where you're not always negative. You're not a person that someone approaches and they just get the ick from you. You don't want to be the person that everyone has a first bad impression of. That is not going to keep you in a long-lasting friendship, and it's not going to gain you friends as well. If you're walking around, you have this stank attitude, stank face, you don't brighten the room, no one's gonna want to be your friend. And that's just simple. This is just simple fact that no one's gonna want to be your friend. You sitting at a restaurant, you see a pretty girl, her hair's done, her nails are done, she's smiling, she looks like she's having a great time, she's laughing, she's talking, she has an amazing, like, you just look friendly, you look like someone you want to be friends with, you look like you have it all together. You may not, but at least you look like someone you want to approach. You know, I think it was really hard for me to gain friends because I was so in this just hole where you could literally tell on my face that I wasn't happy. I walked really fast, like I didn't want anyone approaching me. I didn't want to hear anyone. Look like someone who's gonna keep a conversation, at least a positive one, because I just looked upset all the time. Ladies, it really starts with yourself as well. You have to release good energy for people to want to be around you and gain friends. And I'm not saying that you have to change yourself. I'm not saying you have to be Smile Susan all the time, because that's not who you are. But at least be someone that another person can come to and know that you're not going to be upset just from listening. You know, you want to hear people, you want people to hear you. If you want to receive a friend who wants to listen to you all the time, give you advice, you need to be the same friend back. And you don't have to give the best advice, you don't have to be the best listener, but it's really the principle of you are trying to, you are putting in the effort for your friends. So again, I struggled with that. I totally feel like I was a person who did not want to be associated with anybody, and I promise I feel you, girl. I feel you, and I promise there is a way out of that. And honestly, I can get to that in a separate video of how to just release your happiness, how to not be angry all the time. So if you guys want that video, please let me know. That's all you gotta say. You can't be two-faced in this. You can't be a friend who at first was always there for you, always there for someone, always listened, picked up the calls, texted right away, and as soon as you guys are comfortable in the relationship, and as soon as you're comfortable in the friendship and you feel like this is your friend and you can trust, that you just slowly disappear. That's not fair. You can't do that. That's not fair to another person. Mind you, there are some really good friends out there, and I have them. Some really good friends will understand, and they'll stay. And they'll stay with you during your disappearance, and they'll be back. They'll be here when you come back. They'll literally be here when you come back. And I am so grateful for that, and everyone should be grateful for that friend. I know you all have that one friend that is just gonna be there for you no matter what you do, and I'm so grateful for that. But as I grow up, I'm just like, if that was done to me, yes, I can understand how you need your space, but for you to kind of just ignore me is really sucky. And that's not who I want to be known as. I don't want to be known as the friend who, yeah, she's great and all when she's here, but then she goes away from time to time and I just never know with her. Like, I'm not gonna be that friend. I want to be that friend that's here when you need me because you're here when I need you, and that's just simple as that. So I guess an example is just, I need my breaks. I need my social media breaks. I need my phone breaks. I need my friend breaks. And there is definitely a difference between taking a break and completely drowning out everyone who loves you. That is two different things. I feel as if I can take a break and still be there for my friends in a way where they don't have to feel like I abandoned them, because that's not cute. That's not cute, girl. No. It's just not. And that's something that I struggle with, and I know a lot of girls out here can relate, which is why I'm talking about it. So we got to get that together. But a great thing that can help is just communication. Communication is number one. Tell your friend, of course, tell your friend, I need this break. I need this space for a minute. I might not see you for a minute. I'll be here. If you need anything, an emergency, I'll be here. But as for now, I cannot do this. And there's just ways you go about it without hurting the other person. It's really just like a relationship to me, honestly, especially if it's really just like in a relationship to me, especially if you have a very, very, very close friendship. I'm talking about years. You guys know everything about each other. You guys know that it's really ways about going it to where you don't hurt the other person's feelings. Now, keeping friendships is also hard for me because I don't like texting. Like, I just suck at texting, and I've gotten way better over the years. And I will say that it's harder for me to text friends over someone I am in a relationship with. I don't really necessarily know why. It's not that I love the other person more than the other. It's just harder because I don't know. I think in my friendships, I get really in my head about what my friend is thinking, what I'm saying, how they view me. It's just a little more, I don't know, maybe we could talk about it in the comments, but it's just a little more stressful. And I think that, like, I get so stressed out that I just completely stop texting. And we can't block out the people who want to help us, who want to be there, who want to listen to you, who want to hang out, who want to do this and this, because then how, you lose that friend and you find a new friend and you didn't learn anything from the last friendship, so you're doing it all over again. And this is how we don't have friends, ladies. Hello. I've really been working on that. I'm way better. I feel like again, I take my breaks when I need it because I'm not a robot. Like, I can't do the continuous texting, but I've gotten way better. So you really need to play it by your head, by your ear, like however you need to handle the situation. Handle it, girl, because you got someone out there who really, really loves you. Y'all, I'm sorry if you can hear this dog barking in the back. I did get a new camera, so we're gonna see how this works. If it looks weird, I'm so sorry. If it doesn't, tell me how you like it, how's the sound quality, all that. Anyways, I want to get into the last part of this video and touch on how to be a friend. I think everyone is gonna go through this differently. Everyone's going to be a friend because everyone's friendship is different. Like, no one's friendship is completely the same. So how you and your friends are different from how me and my friends are. How I show I'm a friend is different from how you show you're a friend. Some people, their friendship love language is giving. Some friendships love to give gifts. Some friendships, they go out all the time, and that's how y'all show each other, y'all rock with each other. Some is sending texts, calling every day. It's just really different. For me, I feel like I do love hanging out with my friends from time to time, not all the time, but when you see me, girl, you know that we good and we're out and we're having a good time. I do love giving gifts, but I think one of the main things on how to be a friend is just really being there for the person. Like, there's nothing else more you can do to a friend than be there for them. Sometimes I don't want to run straight to my boyfriend for everything, because there's just situations where I just need my girlfriend. Like, there's just situations where it's going to be like that. And that is one way of how I am a friend, is just running to them when I need them. And I know that my friends understand that me venting to them is my way of expressing I trust you. I love you with all my heart to give you this information. I understand that we are locked in. Like, this is just one way of me showing my love. And then also listening to their advice is another way. Listening and taking it all in and knowing that, you two are in a safe space together, I think. And I am not an expert in this at all, and I'm still trying to figure it out, but this is why I made this video for us. I made it for all the girlies out there who understand what I am talking about. So if you do, you do. If you don't, maybe you will very soon. Again, get out. Be a friend. Receive friends. Comment below anything you guys want to talk about. Make sure you follow my Instagram. I do have a TikTok that I'm on, if you do want to follow that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching.